Last week, we showed you guys a David Weekley home on half-acre lots in a neighborhood just down the street from here. We got such a good response from that video that we couldn't help but come back to a neighborhood that you might be familiar with, LADERA, where we're gonna show you another David Weekley home that might be at an affordable price point for you, and I cannot wait to get into it. Let's go. Buenos dias. So we are here, week number 2 at a David Weekley house, man. We were talking about this earlier. I think this may be the first time that we've hit the same builder 2 weeks back to back, man. I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far, man. What do you think?
Yes, I'm a huge fan of David Weekley. Last week, we took a look at a David Weekley home on half-acre lots, right? That price point, pretty high. Not everybody's looking for half-acre lots. And we thought we have to go back out to LADERA and check out that David Weekley. Not to mention, we just helped
down the street from this. Yes,
right down the street, bought a David Weekley.
Absolutely, man. So kind of like you just mentioned, we've been out in this neighborhood before. If you guys remember, this was probably what, 10 months ago, 9 months ago? Summer. It's been a long time, and there's been such a crazy amount of growth that's been happening in this neighborhood. It doesn't even look the same anymore, right? We see the streets that we were on before, and we look at them now, and there's homes, right? There's homes where there were lots, which is a crazy concept to see. So let's get into the nitty-gritty with this one, man. Let's talk about this house that we're in particular. David Weekley again. Now, first of all, this door that I came in, I noticed I really like. Now, typically I'm not a giant fan of glass doors like this on homes, but I like that the glass is, it's not clouded, but I don't know what the word is. What is that?
I don't know, but it like distorted.
Thank you. Distorted glass to where no, you can't really see in, you can just kind of see if somebody or something is there. So super beneficial. So as soon as you come in, you take a right and you're gonna end up in this beautiful office. Now, you can see that there's no door. We just kind of walked right in here, but understand that you can get an option to close this section off if you need to have the added privacy and if you really need to do that. I personally would make that decision because sometimes I talk a lot, I film stuff in my office, and I really like the seclusion, and I don't necessarily want my voice to have to travel all the way out to the other areas of the house. You know what I mean?
Right. So yeah, so the client that we have that did buy a David Weekley home recently, they did mention that you can enclose this with doors. And so again, I agree with you. I definitely need doors on my office, but I do like it, you know, if you're not gonna be using this as an office, you could use this as a sitting room.
Yeah, it's a good size too, man. This isn't like a small area. I mean, this is probably like 14 by 10. I mean, this is a good sizable office, so it's not like you're getting something smaller. It's just door versus no door. So good on.
Now, I do want to mention that, of course, David Weekley is a semi-custom builder. So a lot of what we see in this particular house is going to be all the bells and whistles.
100%.
But you can adjust or not include all of these features if you want. So something like you were pointing out with that door, that might not be a standard feature, but it's something that you can upgrade to as well.
Yeah. Just know that you might have more options than you actually see in this video, which is a really good pro of them. Now this section, it's hard to ignore, but this is the section that is actually going to be the garage. Now this is going to be a 3-car garage in this floor plan, which is called the Meadows. This comes standard with a 3-car garage, which is super good. You guys have seen our videos and you know that I'm really big on garage space because it's underrated, but this is not where you would enter the garage. This is actually going to be closed off. The entrance to the garage is actually right around the corner right here. So if you can visualize, there's a wall there. This is where you're actually going to enter in through the garage. Now, in this side of the house, you are going to have a coat closet. They call them drop zones, right? Where you come, you drop all your crap whenever you come in through the garage. And then you have your laundry room, which is right next to the garage. Now, in some of the other recent videos that we've done, we have seen homes that have the laundry room positioned in different places. Like there was one in particular where it was in the back of the home next to the master bedroom, which was super cool and unique, but this is pretty standard. You know, they switched from this luxury vinyl planks to that tile in there, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I still think it looks really nice, but not a tremendous amount of space in there. Again, not a bad thing.
Now, some people mentioned in one of our other videos, we do use the term drop zone a lot.
We do.
If you're coming from another state, you might be familiar with the term mud room. The terms are synonymous, the same thing. We may use them interchangeably. Mud room, drop zone. I kind of like drop zone because that's exactly what you're doing. You're walking in from the garage and you're dropping your crap off right here. So I like that term. That's right.
Speaking of drop zone, the bathroom right here. No, so we have a small half bathroom right here. Again, very simple. You got your sink and you got your toilet. It's not very wide. It's simple. It's just what it is, a half bathroom. Now, this, I've never seen this in any other home. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in the world.
This is awesome, guys.
What do I
So
say about that? How cool is it?
I hope this comes standard. I mean, this is about as cool as it gets. You got your little doggy room right here.
Now, I have one dilemma.
Cool.
I have one dilemma. How do you clean in there?
You know, that's what you got kids for.
You know what?
You
I like
hear
your
me
thinking.
say that
Dude,
a lot.
You're thinking.
People are gonna start thinking I'm a tyrant.
No, I think you're smart. You're working smarter, not harder, and that's important. All right, so let's take a look at the kitchen, man. Now, obviously in this model, they have Frigidaire appliances. Dude, Frigidaire is super good. Obviously, if you know anything about appliances, they're very highly rated. And it is a gas community. So again, big win for me. And the setup looks really good too. This is a 5-burner, but the middle thing, I've seen attachments for it. You can pull it out. You can put like a griddle there. You can put all kinds of stuff.
But
so
this is, I mean, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Look at the drawers
Dude.
there in the front.
So that's the other thing too. Now, a lot of the times when you have these setups, you don't have any usable drawers underneath.
Yes.
So the fact that they did this, super nice. The vent hood as well. I've seen some that go all the way up and then it kind of removes the cabinet space, but I really like this because it looks really sleek, but it's also just as functional. You got your buttons really here, right here, which are really small, and you just got your light. So it still works the same way, but it looks less obvious, which is really cool.
Yeah, beautiful backsplash. These cabinets are tall, and of course, if I have the option, I'm gonna go all the way to the ceiling. If I have the option, or even put the glass, you know, the glass cabinets on top there for decoration. That would be nice. I'm pretty sure. In fact, the David Weekly home we looked at last week had that, I believe.
Yes.
So that is, I believe, going to be an option.
It did. Now, that being said, I do want to touch on the backsplash because you brought it up. This is tile. This is painted tile for a backsplash. Nice. And I have not really seen that in homes. You know, you see the subway tile and you see other little things that you stick up there, but this is straight up tile. There's grout in here and these have been painted on. So actually really cool. So on that note, lovely cabinets. Now, is this quartz or is this granite?
This is going to be quartz.
Okay, so these
are quartz counters, yeah.
Thick quartz, however. This is quartz about the thickness of granite. So we've been in other builders before where they do a kind of a thinner layer of quartz and it doesn't look as nice, but this looks really good quality, beautiful finish, easy to maintain. You got your coffee bar over here and you know I'm gonna load that bad boy up. Keep your space. You got a decent sized pantry here. You know, it's a corner pantry, so it's not like you can walk in a tremendous amount, but it is big enough to where you can fit everything that you need to. And to finish it all off, you've got this area right here with dedicated fridge area. You got to open up, you know, all that good stuff. But
now, I do want to point out this island here. So you can put, looks like you could probably put 4 chairs on this island. I really like the island. This is a decent sized island. Now, over here on the side right here, these are not cabinets. That would be kind of cool if the sides were cabinets, but they're not. But decent sized island, man. Yeah. Beautiful sink.
You know, on these cabinets though, they do have, what I am noticing is there is a lot of electrical outlets. So if you need to plug a bunch of stuff in, or if your kids are here doing homework and they need to open up a computer, there's an outlet under here for that. And I haven't seen that in all of the homes that we've shown.
Right.
So good stuff all around. Right off of that is your dining room, which is right here. So again, now this is gonna be an open concept home, you know, and I don't wanna say farmhouse feel, but in a sense, you know, they have the shiplap up. So maybe it's the design that makes it feel that way.
Right.
But good space for the dining room because you're all in the same area. You're next to the kitchen, you're next to the living room. Everyone can talk with one another and still be in that same space while doing separate things. On that note, the one thing that's missing, man,
the fireplace.
The fireplace is missing.
You know, but there's only so much they can do. So this house is what, just around 2,600 square feet.
Yes.
They have it laid out pretty well. Like I said, when we first walked in, I felt like the house was cozy. It doesn't feel too small, but it's not a massive home, right? Last week we did look at that home on the half-acre lots. That home was huge, had a couple different wings to the house. This one is gonna be a lot smaller than that.
It's more modest,
but they've laid it out pretty well.
They really have. There's plenty of space in all the areas of the house and there's just not a lot of excess, and that's completely okay. Now, I know that you guys probably saw it when I'm standing over here, but I have to just show you this because you'll see. Check this out. Now tell me that isn't the coolest thing you have seen in this house so far. I mean, look at this space.
I don't know if I've seen a home where the whole wall opens up to the outdoors.
Now I've seen it, but they're typically in a lot higher of a price point. Now, I don't know how many fans of the kids show Bluey we have who watch our stuff. I'm a huge fan, but if you've seen their house, this is what they have, and it opens up to their cool backyard. This is why I get so excited about this, man. I mean, look at this. You have a beautiful space to host people inside and outside, have a party. And if you are outside, I do want to point out, this is really cool. cool feature of this home. If you see this thing sticking out of the wall over here, that is a gas hookup.
Got your gas hookup,
man,
right there.
that is so valuable. You don't have to buy propane tanks anymore, man. That is so valuable.
Beautiful covered patio.
Dude.
Just these double doors like this that open up to the home. Just absolutely great. Super peaceful backyard.
Well, and on nice days like this, man, like right now, to give you guys an idea, you know, we're getting close to April, you know, it's springtime. It is 70 degrees out. There's a little breeze. This is the perfect time of year to have something just like that.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
So this is gonna have a master down. Let's go check it out.
Let's go take a look, man. And before we check that out, good job on the shiplap, David Weekly.
I like that.
All right, man, so here's our master bedroom. Now, it's not quite a bay window, but they are large windows that they have over here with a nice sitting area. I think the size of this bedroom is really good because there's not too much space that will go unused, but at the same time, if you want to sit and work on stuff, I know you like to do that as well, you know, whenever your wife's sleeping.
There's enough space here to put a little desk if you want to do some work.
Absolutely, but it's not too big.
No, it's not big. Too big. Tall ceilings, tray ceilings. Very
and
nice.
If you notice, there's surround sound built into it. So if you do decide to have a TV inside of your bedroom, this is a really cool feature that you get. You get the surround sound. And I didn't notice this earlier, but look at those windows, the small ones.
Oh,
did you notice that?
That's it. I like that.
I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. Again, a lot of firsts with David Weekly. So let's take a look at this bathroom here. When you come into the bathroom, you'll notice that the tile, they changed the color. So this is two different colors of tile. If you looked in the laundry room, it was a white color tile, and this is gonna be a darker color. Now, nothing wrong with that at all. I actually prefer the dark one because you can't see the grout, you can't see the dirt, so really cool. Standard water closet, then you're gonna have a linen closet over here to put all of your towels and toiletries and all that stuff. And then you have your, I believe David Weekly calls it a super shower, is what I think it's called, but it's just basically the giant walk-in shower, and you're gonna love this. Come here. This is for you, Johnny. They built this. David Weekly's been watching our videos, okay? And they have adapted to our requests. Look where the knob is to turn the shower on.
So you can turn on the shower without getting wet.
Yeah.
That is great. Warm it up from out here, and then you can step in when you're ready.
Dude,
I love it.
I mean, this is winning me over. Definitely winning me over. Tremendous amount of counter space with this really cool mirror. I really like it. And lots of drawers too. You've got your three in the middle here, and then each of them has their own separate cabinet. Now, this is the master closet. Now, as you walk in, they've got a couple of built-ins here, and it's really nice. I don't know how I feel about not having the door, but I think that, to be honest with you, I don't mind it. What do you think about that?
Here's the deal, man. It looks great on the model home, but we all know that our master closets don't stay looking like this. You know, they're full of crap for the most part, at least mine is. Yeah, I know I'm not the only one. So I think not having a door on this, having to walk into your bathroom and see your messy closet, it's either gonna do one of two things. It's either gonna motivate you to keep your closet clean, or you're just gonna hate the fact that you bought a house that doesn't have a door on your closet.
Well, let's not be ridiculous. It's not gonna be the first option. So let's go take a look at the rest of the house. We took a look at all of downstairs. I think we gotta go take a look at the upstairs now. So I don't know if you noticed those stairs on our way up, man. How cool were those? Did you see with the white, what do you call that? I don't even know what that's called. It's like the white front of the steps, and then you have the darker colored to match the floor.
There's
you
a
have the
name
lip.
for them.
Yes,
I forgot what it's called.
You're gonna have to forgive us, guys, because we know what things are. We just don't know the technical names for them.
If you do know the name of it, put a comment down
Drop
below.
it below, man.
Let us know what that is.
Educate us to educate you. So let's come up here to this loft area, man. The first thing is this is some crazy paint.
Yeah. This is different. This is definitely a model home.
Dude,
here.
I like it. I don't think I could ever paint my house like this just because I'm not that talented. So I'd have to definitely hire somebody. But on that note, what I will say is that if you look at the walls in this house, it would be easier because they're flat. They're not textured walls. And that's a really big thing, especially in this area. There might be textured in the other areas, but in this one in particular, these walls are not textured. And I've noticed that's a new trend that we've been seeing in a couple of other houses as well.
Yeah. So you're right. There are some walls that we did walk past that are textured, but in this particular little area, you're right, it's not. Now this loft is a little bit small. Now it does the job. There's plenty of space for your couch, a couple of chairs. You've got, you know, a lot of wall space for a big TV to watch the game. One of the things that I did point out was this is a pretty open, and with the luxury vinyl planking up here, sound will travel. So we did notice that. We kind of tested that out, right? You went to a bedroom while I spoke out here, and you can hear everything that's going on out here in the loft.
It's not awful, but it's just something to be aware of, that, you know, you might want to hang up some stuff that, you know, maybe like a canvas painting or something, just to help kind of absorb that sound. Because even with this carpet, we can still hear it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have little kids that are up here playing, if you turn this into, say, a game room, you know, the sound is going to travel. But this is a great little loft area, especially for 2,600 square foot home. You still have everything you need. You've got the bedrooms, you've got a loft, you've got a 3-car garage, you've got a beautiful back patio. It's got a lot.
And also on that point of sound, this also does have surround sound built into this upstairs loft area too. So super cool. So let's go check out this first bedroom. So now this is gonna be the third type. This is gonna be the same carpet from downstairs, but you're gonna have a total of 3 types of flooring in this house so far. Bedrooms are gonna be carpeted, and it's not bad. The only thing is I would add a ceiling fan in here. However, that being said, man, a lot of these homes come programmed to where it's like, hey, you can keep a nice light fixture, or you can put a ceiling fan. A lot of them are wired to where you have the ability to do so. And I'll say this one is because you have 2 light switches. Standard walk-in closet, not too big, not too small, but just enough to fit all the stuff that you absolutely need to. So pretty standard bedroom. But let's go double check and make sure on these other ones as well. Now, this bedroom is going to be a little bit smaller. However, you are also going to have attic access in here. So that's something to be mindful of if you do have little kids. Obviously, you can lock this fairly easily, but something to be mindful about if you have little kids who are curious, just ensure it's locked all the time. Decent sized bedroom. This is going to face the front of the house, but again, it's a little bit smaller. So maybe you want to put the mother-in-law here. I don't know. Let's take a look at this bathroom before we head to that last bedroom. In other homes that we've been in, we have seen upstairs bathrooms that are common bathrooms that are shared by multiple bedrooms. And it sucks because sometimes they'll only put 1 sink in there and then they'll leave this like weird space. David Weekley thought about that. Again, thank you, David Weekley. They put 2 full sinks in here, which is gonna be super helpful. Enough counter space and enough cabinet space to where you can store what you need to. And you have a separate area that has your toilet as well as your bathtub that has some nice subway tile. Really functional bathroom if it's being shared by multiple people in multiple rooms.
And then you're gonna have bedroom number 3. Again,
yes.
Standard sized bedroom with is that a walk-in closet there?
It is a walk-in closet, but it's not gonna be a crazy walk-in closet. It just kind of comes up to the left. And then you're also gonna have that little attic space in here again, just like we showed in the other room, but this is gonna be a little bit smaller. So just be mindful, keep your stuff locked so your kids don't go running in the attic. All right, man, we saw the house, beautiful home. What did you think?
Man, like I said, I love David Weekley. I think this is a beautiful home. I think that they make a great product. I think, you know, David Weekley, they're in here in LADERA with Perry, David Homes, and Liberty Homes. I think that you cannot go wrong, not only with this neighborhood, obviously you can't go wrong with this builder. I think it's great, man. I
think so too, man. And you know, with the price point starting in the mid-4s, it's very hard to beat. This home that we just looked at, it's gonna be starting at around $470,000 or so. And obviously this one is spec'd out, but that being said, when you take a look at some of these other homes that we've been showing, man, this is really refreshing to hear for a lot of people moving out of state from these expensive states.
Yeah, very much so. Who is this home for?
You read my mind.
Who is it for? Man, you know, I think this home really is for anybody. I do think that this home can be for first-time home buyers. I know that we kind of talked about, there are starter homes not far from here, actually is gonna be Lennar. They're really gonna be your starter home builder. I think you can be a first-time home buyer and also purchase this home as well. But I also think that this is a move-up for move-up buyers as well.
If this is a first-time home buyer, this is a very nice first home to have. But I also think that the quality of these homes that are in this neighborhood, especially this one, they're gonna be maybe 1 or 2 steps up from what you would consider a starter home in a textbook. So really, this neighborhood is great. We've been here before and we had to just come back out again because, man, it's just such a nice neighborhood. From the amenities to the homes, the pricing, the area, all of it is so great. But that being said, chances of us coming back out are pretty high.
If you guys are in the market for a David Weekley home, please make sure you guys hit us up. Our information is popping up on the screen. Also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. You do know that we post videos every single week and you do not want to miss them.
And if you plan on making a move to San Antonio here within the next few months or even the next few weeks, we don't care. Give us a call. We would love the opportunity to talk to you and your family and help you guys make that smooth move from out of state, in the city, in a different country here to San Antonio. Guys, thank you so much for the continued love and support on this channel. We really, really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Take care.